Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Kum Bynta ban Sngap ki Jingmut bat ki Jingeh Jong ki Samla ki Jylla Meghalaya. Bat kum juru kum Bynta Jong ki Meghalaya Trinamool Congress campaign. Nagaliang Dr. Mukul sangma ubalong ru parliamentary party leader haga kandai trik benai nok pra arazar arpuar. Ula penlong de Jingeh lang ban nyapeleu Jingmut bat ru ban Sngap ki Samla ki Jylla ki badon ki kamba pher ban Sngap ha ka bayadei bat ki Jingeh Jong ki ha ka program ka bala penlong hamadan yo ringhab fire brigade shalom hagani ka sngi la yo iya ka Jingeh Bynta Jong ki pat ba khamtam ki khna Samla ki bakin thop nado ki khna school ki rew shampang ki brew ki ba sengkam la Jong ki nongruai ki rang bat ki thayele kai bat kumjuru ki khna rin ka Jingmut Jong ka public interaction ka bala penlong da ka sengsan perthai Trinamool Congress ka long bagi pat ba kin bu ki jingkli badu Dr. Mukul sangma un jubab bat un yarap ru ban pensngotho ki ha ka bakin la ban yo ki jingang do jongki Kabakam itanat susu hagani ka Ïakren bat ki Samla ka Jylla ka long ba Dr. Mukul sangma upun shongshit yiki nongwan sakhi da ka bapun I ka sap ruai jong u ka bapun bernyaru yiki pat ba babun balang.
You came up behind me, I saw you go by. You were so close, still within reach. According to me also, many of us assume nowadays that we are jobless even after completing our studies like graduate degree and many other further studies also. So we cannot even make a small business because maybe to lack of skills and even a job, we cannot get jobs, maybe it's not maybe and it's also lack of posts. So sir, we want you to become our next leader, Chief Minister of Meghalaya. Your advice or courage as
men and women who are looking for the spaces of job available within the state, outside the state. And we end up seeing many of our youth in search of job, crossing the state boundaries and exploring the possibilities of being able to fit into the job spaces available across the region, across the nation, and even outside the country. And this is precisely what draws our attention in as far as Meghalaya is concerned. We are aware of the fact that in the last preceding almost 5 years now, the creation of job and opportunities, be it in government job or in the private sector, or even the opportunities for promoting entrepreneurship and self-employment, has not been happening at the rate at which it should have, keeping in mind the ever-increasing number of youth who will be requiring such job spaces. And it's a matter of concern. Now, there are two things. One is creation of job, and another thing is filling up the available spaces of job. Unfortunately, the incumbent government has been quite insensitive to this very crucial need of the youth, crucial responsibility which revolves around providing the opportunity of job in as far as the jobs which are already available. In other words, in the government sector. You are witness to this whole narrative that thousands of vacancies are lying which are not filled up by the government. And there's no answer from the side of the government. But I think we can have our own conclusion in as far as the lack of response of the government or lack of initiative, or should I say the insensitivity of the government to respond to the demand of jobs in spite of having the vacancies. So this is something which is a matter of concern, and in absence of the whole serious intent to respond to this call of duty to provide the job which is already available, I think the creation of new jobs are a distant dream. Therefore, you have to look at and have an analysis for yourself. What will be the magnitude of problem? If youth who have their own aspirations, who have slog hard in their life to build up their career, have compelled the parents to spend huge amount of money to pursue their academic career, to ensure that they are able to fit into those job spaces, I think this serious issue is drawing attention of everyone. And as far as we are concerned, as a party, we are drawn by this serious issue. Our attention has been very focused. We have tried to draw the attention of the government, tried to get the response from the government, but it has always been a futile attempt because all our pleas have probably fallen on the deaf ears.
Sir, I'm from border area, Block 2. I hope everybody knows Block 2. I came from border area, Block 2. So, sir, I'm very, very sorry. I'm very, very happy to have such conversations with you. Thank you, sir. Sir, my question is, did you have any focus for the people of border? And I hope only your parties, political parties, TMC party, can bring peace and change. So, sir, from my side, I want to introduce. My name is Sandesh, and my constituency includes Mahati constituency. So my main question is, did you have any focus for those people living in the border areas? And I hope only this party, TMC parties, can bring peace and change.
People residing in those villages along the interstate border. My concern has been drawn recently by one particular narrative which came out from one of the members residing in one of the villages along the Assam-Meghalaya border. You know, the story goes like that. The gentleman was trying to draw my attention and the attention of few of my friends who accompanied me to one of the villages along Assam-Meghalaya border. They started narrating the kind of challenges that they are confronted by on a daily basis, on a regular basis. And the most, I must say, the worrisome message that I got from that conversation was that they have started feeling more insecure in residing in these villages along Assam-Meghalaya border than people who are residing along Indo-Bangla border. You know, that's the irony. Therefore, it's important for us to instill trust and confidence amongst the people. You see? And this responsibility, since we are talking about areas falling along the interstate border between the two neighboring states, it is the collective responsibilities of both the states, including our state and the counterpart. And therefore, collective engagement with utmost sense of seriousness, commitment, and honesty, keeping in mind the larger interests of our beloved people, must be there. Somehow or other, this has been almost like a regular exercise by all the preceding governments in the preceding years, unlike the present. Why I'm saying is that because out of this exhaustive collective engagement by the authorities of both the states, including the policymakers, at the highest level, including at the level of the chief ministers, we have come out with a collective mutual agreement to ensure that we do not disturb the kind of peace and tranquility that is existing. And we do all that is necessary to sustain that. We do not somehow allow any element to create that sense of insecurity to prevail amongst the residents. Somehow he started evading people. As I was told by the affected villagers along this Assam-Meghalaya border, that in last preceding 2-3 years, the kind of immediate intervention that used to come in the event of any situation where prevailing peaceful environment has been disturbed, that prompt response from both the authorities were missing. I would like to tell all of you, would like to share this very important information which is to be known by everyone. The offshoot of the collective engagement by both the governments is that we will have a kind of standard operating procedure laid down. The standard operating procedure is designed to ensure that peace and tranquility is preserved. And the standard operating procedure also refers to the need to remain committed to ensure that there is no new settlement, no new habitation created by people coming from other areas. And at the same time, keeping in mind the kind of felt deprivation of these people due to lack of developmental investment, investment for developmental programs must take place. And whenever investment for developmental programs are taken up by any of the authorities from both sides of the interstate border,
What will the Meghalaya DMC, what will Meghalaya DMC do to address the rising crimes against women, children, and issues of lacks of safety and security if elected to or only that issues?
The instances of crime and the ever-rising graph of crime against women and children, and also other crimes, have drawn everybody's attention. And we would like to address this issue, this problem head on. You will appreciate that as policymakers, we did respond in the past as well. We wanted to see that every neighborhood in Shillong City and all the district capitals are considered, and we can take pride in claiming that are safe and secure. So we had a privilege of embarking upon some initiatives. Put every neighborhood under your CCTV scanner, then have some legal framework which empower the localities, the traditional institutions, the headmen, and how we collectively assume upon ourselves to ensure a secure, safe and secure environment in every neighborhood. That was one of the initiatives we embarked upon, and subsequently, again, further reinforced with the mandate of law. Meghalaya has Meghalaya Residence Safety and Security Act. This is a very, I must say, a wonderful piece of legislation. I will suggest all of our friends to have a glimpse of this very important piece of legislation, which was an offshoot of, again, exhaustive collective engagement with civil society organizations and stakeholders. And this particular mandate of law also revolves around the need of the authorities to ensure complete safe and secure environment in every neighborhood. Having said or referred about this whole legislative exercise that we embarked upon in the preceding term when I was the Chief Minister, there are multiple other initiatives you need to look at. The incidence of crime is also linked to the amount of level of stress and frustration to which the citizens are subjected to. particularly the youth. You are aware as to how the youth of today, confronted with the kind of stress in life, are not being able to navigate their life in the right perspective, and therefore become a victim of stress and strain. And then also resort to various substance abuse, etc., which also creates that kind of negative environment where there will be a human tendency to engage in certain activity which is considered as criminal activity. So it's a complex problem. It is something which has to be dealt with very firmly, and this particular exercise will require a focused attention of the government and the policymakers, and we have to have a comprehensive, multi-pronged approach to deal with that situation, which will have a deterrence impact and therefore minimize the chances of incidents of crime against men, women, or children. Yeah.